Have you given up alcohol like I have? And you're wondering, now what do I drink? Well, let me show you what I drink all day long and into the evening. Hey there, this is Lisa Renee with the Lisa Renee Project, and welcome. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you have not, and find out how you can become or stay alcohol free after 60. Now, today I'm going to show you how to have not fun necessarily, but good drinks and all day long, staying hydrated and healthy, and nothing has to be boring. Yes, and it can save you money. You don't have to hit the Starbucks or the Dunkin' Donuts. I've got something that can rival my favorite Starbucks iced venti decaf, because I can't usually tolerate caffeine. I can in little amounts, but I just choose to use decaf. So I ordered, used to order, now I make my own, a iced bank day. That's their big one. There's a little secret going on with that about their sizes. And then I get the sugar-free vanilla, what you call it? That would be the decaf Americano. I have tried so many different kinds of mocktails on the market, and I tell you, most of them, they're okay. I can make better myself, to be honest, but I found one brand in particular that I use now simply as a once in a while. Everything else, well, I do have a favorite kombucha drink that I'll have a little bit of each day that's good for the gut. And everything else I just make myself. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you what I do. And before I forget, I've got a mocktail recipe book, by the way, that I want you to have. It's for free. I'm going to put that down in the description. So feel free to get that and give you some ideas on how to make your own little fancy drinks, you know, if you're into all those cocktails. I was just strictly a wino, but I know some people like the fancy drinks, and this recipe book will help you to overcome the withdrawals from your fancy drink habit. So just as I end my night drinking water, every morning, you still wake up slightly dehydrated, even if you quit drinking alcohol. So what I do is I drink 32 ounces of water every morning before I drink anything else. Well, most of the time before I drink anything else, but I do drink at least one large, if not two glasses of water. I put in the pink Himalayan sea salt, 2 good pinches, and then I add the juice of, I don't know, a quarter of a lemon or a half of a small lemon. And then I just, fill that up with water. This is going to help me start the digestion process, get my stomach ready and prepared for eating breakfast. And so that's what I do every morning, and I love it. And it's great for the complexion. And then the next thing I do, if I haven't already had it made, is I make my green tea for the day. And I usually drink a large container. You can see the tumbler over there is a stainless steel container. And I usually drink at least 2 of those a day. But I do have a fresh half-gallon made up at all times in the refrigerator. And I just use an organic green tea, regular tea bags. Most of the time, sometimes it's another brand, but they're just regular tea bags. And I take about 5 to 6 cups of water and have it steeped, pour that over the tea, and then add ice to make a half gallon. But I like it citrusy. So I add sliced lemon, sliced lime, sliced oranges. This orange actually happens to be a Cava Cava orange, which is very, very sweet and very tasty. But I get this set up and I take it with me when I go out for the day or even just all day long at home. Green tea has such great healing properties. It also does not affect you. This does have caffeine, which I don't like to drink because it can affect my migraines. But green tea doesn't affect you in the same way with the caffeine. I'm not sure what it is, but I can even drink it closer in the evening or afternoon. So, and then after I add ice, I squeeze the fresh juice right on top of the ice because that gives you even more flavor. I don't know, something about it with the citrus in the green tea. It just makes such a wonderful drink. And I urge you to try it because it's very refreshing and good for the body, especially after being alcohol free or just starting on your journey to being alcohol free. So I put that on top of the ice, and then I always add a little bit of stevia. I know that can be kind of controversial if you are keto like I am, but I don't see a problem at this point, so I use my stevia. And I add maybe 5, 6, 7 drops, and this is a very large tumbler, so that works out well. But I do not add any more. I do add more tea throughout the day, so I don't add any more sweetener. But then I take my vitamins. Yes, I take a lot of vitamins, and I'll go over them another time. But I take a lot of major vitamins because it's helped the body healing after drinking so much alcohol. And I drink it with some pomegranate juice, which is the highest antioxidant juice you can drink. I don't drink more than 4 ounces, which this cup is a 4-ounce glass. And then I take my vitamins with that. And since I do take quite a few vitamins, the little 4 ounces isn't enough. So I'll just drink some of my green tea to wash the rest of them down. But that is how I basically start my day until I get to the highlight. Oh my gosh, I finally figured out how to copy. I know I have a Dunkin' cup, but I'm going to promote a Starbucks favorite of mine is the iced Bente decaf Americano sugar-free vanilla. Yeah, that's a mouthful. But I have figured a way to make something that rivals that. And I use a decaf espresso. And this, I use different brands. I'm trying the Garibaldi right now, and it seems pretty well. And same with the decaf for the Keurig cup. I am trying the Pete's, and it seems okay. I don't really have a special brand I like, but these are the ones I'm using right now. So like I said, I have this large Dunkin' cup, and yes, I'm going to fill it up. Yeah, I'm struggling getting this water thing back on my espresso machine, but I love this little thing. I got it off of Amazon. I'll link that below in case you want to check that out. So I make both a cup of coffee and a shot of espresso. I use only one of the little, what do they call for the espresso machine? The old espresso machines, they're little capsules, I guess, instead of the K cups. And I'm only using one. Sometimes I will use 2 and make it even stronger. But today I'm just going to do a regular. But I love the flavor. So I get that made. And once I know, I love the smell of it. Oh my gosh, I can't stand not having that smell in the morning. You know, when you walk in Starbucks, oh my gosh. So anyway, I add collagen. I do my collagen in my coffee. This is flavorless. It's tasteless. You don't even notice it's there. And now I add a sweetener called allulose. It's in powdered form. Use it like sugar, but twice as much because it takes much more to make it sweet. And it doesn't raise your blood sugar. So you should give that a try. I'll link that below too. Now, as far as flavorings, these can be controversial too because they do have a tad of alcohol and sugar in them. I don't count them, but you can find them that are just the flavorings without any alcohol content at all. And I add a little bit of the almond. I love almond flavoring. And since I love the vanilla Starbucks sugar-free, I add just a touch of vanilla. So I have the almond and vanilla, which makes it just like you would not believe how yummy this iced coffee is. So then I fill that large Dunkin' Lodge cup up with ice. I use my little blender, make sure the collagen did get all dissolved in there, and it usually is by now. You know, if you put it in there when the coffee is hot, it just dissolves very quickly. Same with the allulose. Throw my espresso in there. I know I should have just put it in the cup because now my coffee mug is overflowing and I have a chance of spilling it on the counter, which would be heartbreaking. But this time I got lucky. And so here we go. And the rest of my espresso. And so now I'm almost ready for the pièce de resistance. Is that how you say it? And it's heavy cream. I usually like to go with a grass-fed organic. In my small town, we don't have access to that at the grocery store, but if I'm in a bigger town like where there's a Publix, I can get that. But anyway, you don't need much. I'm telling you, you really don't need much. People are afraid of heavy cream, but when you're on low carb, cream can be your best friend because it makes everything. You put it on fruit, anything, in your coffee. It's just yummy. So this is my drink, and I take that with me if I'm going out for the day. So I have that first, and then I'll drink my tea. But if I'm not going anywhere, this is still what I do. But now I'm ready to go if I need to go, and that's that for my morning and most of the day. I also love kombucha, and what's available to me locally is this Health Aid kombucha. Kombucha is great for the gut, and though it does have amounts of sugar in it, you have to be careful. It's very minute, and I like the ginger lemon, but that pink lady apple is, oh my gosh, just fabulous. And I don't drink much. I kind of drink it in the afternoon. Sometimes I drink it during the day, but I don't drink much. Like, that's it. You know, maybe half a cup, and that's it. But it's more like a spicy little kick. And I also like the Olipop brands. I'll link all this below. I've only tried these, classic grape. The grape is, I probably won't buy that one again. It's okay. But these are all prebiotic drinks. These are good for your gut as well. Classic root beer is awesomeness. But the all-time favorite of them all is Olipop Strawberry Vanilla. Ladies, I'm telling you, if you need some sort of fancy drink, this is it. Olipop. I've tried them all, and this is it. Hey there, if you're still with me, I thank you so much and appreciate it. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more. And comment below what it is, anything special that you drink all day long or into the evening. For example, at night, somewhere around 5 o'clock, I stop drinking everything else and just have my favorite little plastic cup from Nuke's Eatery here in Tennessee. And I just have ice water, and I put a little lemon in it because I like my citrus in my drinks, and that's it. I'll drink one of these, maybe even two in the evening. Sure, I have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, maybe more than once, probably at least twice. But you know what? I'm 63, so that's going to happen anyway, usually. So why not be hydrated going into the morning and have your water at night? So that's what I do, and I appreciate y'all. So I am going to get ready and head out today with my iced coffee drink and my iced tea that I made. And I thank y'all. Now, I do want to say I'm excited to announce that I am going to be redoing my website, which is pretty basic and vanilla, so to speak. So stay tuned over the next couple months. I'm going to be redoing that, and there's going to be some exciting things coming out and freebies. So stay with me, guys. I am really excited about this.